What's up, everybody? Jude Allume back again with another episode of Knicks Digest. We're excited. The Knicks got an opening game road victory in the playoffs. Bing bong! First time in the last 24 years that the Knicks won an opening road playoff game. What a sight to see. I came into the series, I can't lie, I thought it was going to be Cavaliers in 6 or 7 games. Still very well maybe, but I guess now I'm giving the Knicks more chance, or there's more hope that the Knicks can be the ones to take this in 6 games, or maybe it still goes to 7. Who knows? Maybe somebody gets swept. Highly doubt it, but anything is possible. All I can say for right now, just my humble opinion after last night, that the Knicks definitely showed that they can possibly steal this one. It was a road playoff win. Do I expect that they'll come and take the second game, back-to-back games on the road? I don't think so. The Cavaliers are too good of a team to drop 2 at home. And in addition to that, the Knicks, they're not the best home team, so I don't think it's going to be a series where anybody gets swept. They're very evenly matched. You can see it was a very close game. It came down to the final minute last night. So this is going to be a tough series, a battle it out type of series, a dogfight till the very end. And I'm looking forward to it, especially now that I feel like my Knicks have a much better chance of winning. Again, coming into the series, I thought Cavs in 6, right? I thought that because Evan Mobley, towards the back end of the regular season, he was hot. He was, really his game was really coming together, getting double-doubles on a consistent basis. And I just felt like him and Allen, it would be a nice pairing of the two, where he's not so much focused on being a rim protector. Mobley's not so much focused on being a rim protector, and he can focus more on, grabbing what he does best, grabbing rebounds and getting those easy shots in the paint. So yesterday, not the best of games for him, and I don't anticipate that's what it's going to be for the entire series. But it was a welcome sight nonetheless. It showed me that the Knicks can, in fact, slow him down. I don't know if they'll be that effective for the entire series, but that was a great opening game defensively on Evan Mobley, and hopefully they can keep it up, and hopefully they can limit him and, take away one weapon for the Cavaliers. So pretty much it'll just be Donovan Mitchell, you have to win this on your own. I can live with that, because I don't think we're going to stop Donovan Mitchell at all. He's too good of a talent. I think if the Knicks can slow him down, that changes the series significantly. But again, coming into the series, good defensive team with the Cavaliers. They shoot the 3 ball very well, and that was another point that we took advantage of. We didn't really take advantage. Let me take that back. They didn't hit as much threes as they would have liked to, I'm sure. They only went 10 of 31, I believe. And it was just mind-boggling, because I've been saying it. Sometimes I feel like a broken record. The Knicks and their defense of the 3 ball has been terrible the last couple games of, the last couple months of the regular season. And game 1, it wasn't any better. It was a lot of open threes that the Knicks were fortunate on, because the shots just weren't dropping for the Cavaliers yesterday. But I can absolutely see a scenario in which the Knicks come out and play defense against a 3-point shot like that again, and the Cavs just go crazy. Once those shots start dropping, the lead just becomes too steep for you to overcome. I can absolutely see a scenario in which the Knicks find themselves just trailing by double digits, because Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, they have great games from beyond. It has to be addressed. You can't just expect that they're going to consistently miss as many open shots from the 3-point line as they did yesterday. For all these reasons, I really thought it was going to be Cavs in 6. The biggest reason, again, Donovan Mitchell, the star power with him, and we saw it yesterday. The Cavs need a bucket. They have that guy that they can go to and just take over the game, and he absolutely did that, where they were down double digits in the first half. He scores 12 points straight on his own, gets the Cavaliers back to a manageable deficit before going into the half. And then you have it in the second half as well. Again, down double digits. And he just says, give me the ball, get out my way, I'm going to do what I do. Goes on a tear and actually helps the Cavs get the lead in the game. So they didn't lead much at all in that game. It was the Knicks' game to lose for the most part. I say that because the Knicks were up for the majority of the game. They had several opportunities to put the game away, but Donovan Mitchell just was relentless and would not let them falter, would not let them, just end up on the wrong end of a blowout. He did whatever he had to do to keep his team in the game. And it's what I expected. You're not going to stop Donovan Mitchell. You're going to contain him and hope for the best. Or, what it looks like they did yesterday, you're going to let him kind of have some free action, hoping he gets tired out or whatever the case may be, and you pretty much stop, the rest of the team. And it looks like that's what the Knicks did yesterday, and stopping everybody but Donovan Mitchell. So just thinking about that, thinking about Evan Mobley and how hot he was towards the end of the regular season, I really felt like it was the Cavs series to take. But now I'm feeling like this is the Knicks series. The Knicks, they steal that game 1 victory, and that's big. So, at this point, you're ahead of the cards. You're ahead of the game. Win 3 more, and you escape this first round, But again, just the adjusted expectations, the wrongs that the Knicks had in this game, what they didn't do well, just makes me feel like, it's kind of crazy. What you did wrong makes me feel like it'll lead you to prosperity, lead you to a victory, whatever. And I say that because we have Emmanuel Quickley, right? So Quickley, he's our first guy off the bench. He's our go-to guy. He's been really hot. He's filled in for Jalen Brunson a couple times and put huge games together, 30-plus point games. Seems like every time he gets to start, he's breaking his career high in points. So obviously Quick is that guy, and he was not him yesterday. So that was tough for the Knicks, because here you have maybe your third or fourth leading scorer, and he's not scoring the basket. He was 0 for 5 from the field, and that's terrible. We don't want that. Hate to see that. And it's good because Quickly is just too talented, where I highly doubt this is what it's going to be. Maybe he has some playoff jitters. Maybe it's just a one-off game. But I fully expect come game 2, we're going to see him putting the ball in the basket. And it's not going to be an 0 for 5 kind of situation. But again, it plays well because the Knicks were able to win without his contribution, and trust and believe every night Quick makes a huge contribution. In addition to that, I came into this series again thinking that RJ Barrett was going to be an X factor, and he still should be, because if RJ, I've said this numerous times and I'm sticking to it, if RJ is able to go out there, put up 20 points on efficient shooting, I don't even need 30 points from RJ. I don't even necessarily need him to score 50% from the field. I just need like a solid 40% from the field. Stop taking all these threes. It's not working for you. You realize that in the back end of the regular season. You said, you know what? Put my head down, go to the basket. I have more success there. And you absolutely did. Please go back to that. And the other thing with RJ, it seems every time he's on a fast break opportunity and it's 2-on-1 and he has the ball, he is chucking. I know he was referred to as the Maple Mamba. Not so sure anybody's really calling him that now. Not sure anybody's really calling him that now in this stage of the game. But still, it's very much Mamba mentality to be a chuck. I love Kobe. No offense meant at all. Rest in peace to the legend. But Kobe was him, right? Kobe was able to chuck, because at the end of the day, he's Kobe Bryant. And more times than not, it's going to end well. You, on the other hand, RJ Barrett, you're trying to get there. You're not there yet. You are not him. I'm sorry. 2-on-1, take that easy basket every time. Too many times I'm seeing RJ trying to just find a way to put the ball in the basket. He'll fake the pass and then take it up, even if the defender is not buying the pass. RJ absolutely is chucking and not passing the ball to get the easy bucket. Hate to see it. Be a team player. Do what's best for the team. Stop doing what's best for RJ Barrett, because what's happening is, and a couple times in this last game and a couple other times that I can remember, you're on that fast break and you choose to chuck and you miss the bucket, and it's like, come on, man, we got to take advantage of the easy opportunities. And you doing whatever it is that you're doing, trying to, build your confidence, or just trying to see your point total increase. I don't need that. We don't need that. The Knicks don't need that. The Knicks need points as easy as they can get them. That's the name of the game. Score more points than the other team. Stop being a chuck. Went off on a little tangent there. Apologies. Point being, RJ Barrett, he is in fact an X factor for this series. If RJ plays well, plays efficiently, then these Knicks can be really, really dangerous, right? But again, another opportunity from the last game that I feel like the Knicks can use to their advantage, because RJ did not have the best of games. And yet, again, we are still able to squeeze out a victory. Love that for us. But if RJ is contributing in addition to what we're already doing, and if quickly, which I fully expect, he comes and he has a bounce back game, like the outcome will be similar, if not much better, being that it'll be more of, you know, a lopsided game as opposed to a close game all the way down the stretch. Big shout outs to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, he was kind of the guy who came in and put up some buckets for us when we needed it. A lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of hustle plays, what he's good for, what he's known for. Unfortunately, he did seem to tweak his ankle, but hopefully it's not that serious because he stayed in the game. We saw this happen, I think it was against the Pacers. He tweaked it. Knicks were already well in hand of that game. Took him out the game. He didn't play for the rest of it, but he was able to come back the next game, and, you know, that was kind of a one-off. So, again, hoping it's a situation like that where it's not an injury that, you know, he'll have to deal with for the entire series, but just something where he kind of, you know, it felt uncomfortable for a brief moment, but it'll be fine going forward. But yeah, great game from Josh Hart, 17 points. Again, a lot of offensive rebounds, tied for team lead in rebounds. Like, the man hustles. Ever since he's been in New York, this is just what he's done. Hustle plays, smart basketball, high basketball IQ. The guy's amazing for us, you know? So again, really hope it's not a serious injury and he can continue giving us that same energy and effort for the remainder of this series and the remainder of the playoffs. But Knicks come away with the victory. Love to see it, 101-97. You know, I'm really, really buying in on this Knicks in 6. Cavs are too good of a team for me to say that, you know, they're going to get swept or anything like that. The sky's the limit, though, man. It just feels good, you know, to be in the playoffs and possibly in a position to take a commanding 2-0 lead. The next game is going to be back in Cleveland, staying in Cleveland, I should say, on Tuesday at 7:30 TNT. I guess I'll see you guys then. Knicks currently up 1-0 on the Cavaliers. It's good to be a Knicks fan for now. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, you know, all that good stuff. But for now, thanks for watching Knicks Digest. We'll see you on the next one.